Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Blues House family, what it do, man? What it do? Get into this Jonathan Majors trial. D Stizzle, what up? I don't know why it didn't go on to. Let me see. Thought I put it on Twitter. Yeah. All right. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Let's start the show, man. Where my intro at?
How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready.
What's up, good people? What to do? What to do? You know who it is, man. It's your homie Bluminati bringing you that good movie film review news, man. Welcome to Blues House. This is your one-stop destination for entertainment, news, film, TV reviews, all things pop culture. Gonna do a deep dive, or do we want to even call it? Well, I'm gonna just try to recap what happened in Jonathan Majors' trial today. The trial, I want to say officially got underway today. So yeah, let's get into it, man. I'm gonna read the article. It's an article I found. Then I want to get into some of the Twitter stuff, because a lot of people on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, they was doing blow by blow, play by play, and giving real live updates. So I want to get into some of those updates and things of that nature. But I want to read this article first from Vulture. It says Jonathan Majors allegedly assaulted ex to hide his cheating. This is coming from vulture.com. Jonathan Majors grabbed and hit his former girlfriend, Grace Jabari, to cover up his infidelity. Manhattan prosecutor Michael Perez said during the opening in the actor's domestic abuse trial this morning. Majors engaged in a cruel and manipulative pattern of psychological and physical abuse throughout their relationship of 2 years, and used physical violence against her to manipulate her and control her and physically hurt her, Perez said. He told jurors that the altercation unfolded late March 24th into the next morning. While driving to Manhattan after dinner in Brooklyn, Jabari claimed she was leaning her head on Major's left shoulder while he scrolled on his phone when she saw a message from someone named Cleopatra. Oh, Cleopatra. What up, Flavio? I seen some of your stuff today, man. Y'all on it. I'm gonna tell you, y'all need to have like a whole law practice Twitter, well, not practice, because you know what I'm saying, but like when y'all do like stuff like this on a daily, man, y'all be on it. The missive read in sum and substance, "I wish I was kissing you," referring to a D'Angelo song called Lady, Perez said. Stunned when she saw the message, as most people would, Miss Jabari grabbed the phone, but the defendant needed to be in control. He began grabbing at Miss Jabari's body. He pulled her right arm behind her back and twisted it. He struck a blow and then struck across the right side of her head. Because of that strike, the defendant was able to grab his phone. Major's physical attempt to hide his cheating caused Jabari bruising, swelling, substantial pain, and a broken finger, Perez claimed. Now, these are his opening statements. If I'm the jury, I'm seeing assault. I see assault, just not by Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors did not start. If this is true, if this is what happened, Jonathan Majors didn't start it. He didn't physically assault. He was assaulted first when she grabbed the phone out of his hand, right? I just want to make that clear. I don't know we don't really know what happened in the vehicle, but I do want to make that clear. It seems like she was the aggressor at that moment. I don't know if y'all agree with me. If y'all agree with me, let me know. But it seems like she was the aggressor at that moment. If we're going, and this is by the process. This is the prosecutor's opening statements. After the altercation in the privately hired Escalade, the car came to a stop around the intersection of Canal and Center Streets. Majors got out. Jabari tried to follow him, Perez said. There was no hesitation of him using physical force Again, he used both his hands to pick up Jabari and shoved her back into the Escalade. At some point, Majors grabbed her hand and brought her across the street. Then he sprinted down the streets of Manhattan. A group of strangers who encountered Jabari, seeing her upset, took her out to console her. She then went home. When Majors returned to their Chelsea apartment the next day to find Jabari sleeping in their closet, he called his manager and then dialed 911. Perez said officers responded and questioned them. Noting Majors had no injuries, they arrested him. Perez said, okay. And Perez is telling the scrape was part and parcel of a relationship that started to turn ugly 2 months in, among other alleged examples of abusive behavior and manipulation. Perez said that Majors threw household items at the wall, shattering glass in July of 2022. What does that have to do with the assault of today? I guess they're trying to build up a pattern. But somebody, and they did this, they tried to do this with Johnny Depp too. Somebody smashing something on a wall, getting mad, hitting a punching bag or something like that. I don't know how you put those two as, oh, he's aggressive because he does that. I don't get that. The next morning when Jabari went for a run, he pulled the headphones out from her ears and told her, "You're stupid if you don't know what you did wrong." Majors held Jabari to impossible standards, allegedly telling her she needs to live up to the standards of Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife, and Michelle Obama. In one conversation, Majors said, "I am a great man," Perez said, explaining how he demanded from Grace Jabari total compliance. I'm not going to say that doesn't sound like Jonathan Majors, but it just sounds funny. I don't know. That one just sounds funny to me. Him telling this non-melanated lady that she needs to live up to the standards of Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama is wild to me. That's funny. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh. Hopefully this don't come off the wrong way, but that is just funny to me. If he sat there and told her that is wild. You're a wild boy, JM, for doing that. Major's defense, not surprisingly, said that he was the real victim in the opening. Two people are in the back of the car. They have a seconds-long physical altercation over a text message on the cell phone. One person emerges from the car with a bloody gash, scratched and scarred, and begins running fast to get away. Priya Chaudhry, who is Jonathan Majors' lawyer, told the juries. The other person emerges unscathed, unhurt, and gives chase on foot through traffic like in a movie. Charges said that Majors was the only person who emerged from the car bloodied or hurt. The one who was slapped, clawed, and scratched by Grace Jabari in a way that made the driver, the only witness to this event, describe Ms. Jabari as a psycho girl. During her opening, Chaudhry also hinted that racism played a role in Jabari being seen as a victim, which is consistent with her prior claim that the proceedings were saturated with explicit and implicit bias. Chaudhry said, for example, that there wasn't a speck of blood on Jabari's blonde hair, not a mark on her face. After the altercation, she portrayed Jabari as unstable, noting that the choreographer called Mr. Majors 32 times and sent him texts like, "I guess you're with Cleopatra right now. We were supposed to get married. How could you do this to me?" Jabari took some blue pills and was so intoxicated that she vomited in their bed. Then came yet another invocation of race. Charges said that Majors, a black man who found his girlfriend unconscious in his closet in America, called the police for help, only to find himself arrested. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, he probably said that. I believe he probably did say that. He probably did say that. What's up, she dreads me? She said, "Hey, that nigga said that." He probably did say that's wild if he said it though. That is wild, man. And I appreciate you coming to the stream. Appreciate it. Hey, y'all doing a good job, man. I'm following y'all so I can see what's going on, because I normally you get on. I'm on YouTube and I'm watching. Like they have lawyers on there who cover cases and stuff like that, but they're covering. Not saying that the Young Thug case ain't or isn't high profile, but I'm not seeing anybody covering this, and I guess it's because no media not allowed inside the courtroom. Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? I would love to have like eyes and ears inside the courtroom so we can watch this in real time. I think that would be dope. It kind of sounds like Jim Brown with his wife back in the day. They had an argument. He smashed their car window with the bat, but never touched her. Police still arrested him. Yeah, that's wild to me, man. I should be able to destroy my own stuff if I want to. If I get mad and I want to just break up everything in my house, I should be allowed to do that. It's mine, right? Long as I didn't hurt anybody, it's mine. I should be able to do that. So since Majors, who was charged with assaulting and harassing Jabbar, arrived to court before 10 a.m., he sported a tilted black beret and similarly hued overcoat with deep blue piping on the sleeves, as well as sunglasses as usual. Hey, Majors came in looking like a Black Panther around this joint. I said, okay, I see you coming in militant. We finna put this work in. You see how I'm coming in? Majors arrived hand in hand with his rumored girlfriend, Megan Good. She wore an evening gown like black dress with a low neckline and cutouts in the gallery directed behind the defense table. Major supporters packed 2 rows of benches that had been marked reserve with white sheets of paper before proceedings began. Michael Gaffney. Before proceedings began, the prosecution told Judge Michael Gaffney that they wanted to throw out 4 counts. So the prosecution is coming in saying, hey, we need to throw these 4 counts out. Like, seems like as the trial keeps going on, they keep saying, let's throw this count out. This ain't gonna work. Let's throw this out. This is wild. Citing the nature of injuries and the facts that we're alleging in this particular case, Gaffney agreed to dismiss them. So Major now faces 1 count each of intentional assault and reckless assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment. So now I think it's only 2 counts now. So they threw 4 out, only 2 left if what's going on. So that was how it all started off. I'm gonna get into Twitter, the stuff that happened on Twitter, because they did kind of like a play-by-play. Royce, what up, Royce? Royce said this is embarrassing for the DA. They have to win or they're going to get sued for Major's loss. Oh, if they don't win, you best believe if they don't win that this is going to be a shitstorm of suits. You know what I'm saying? ADA Perez forgot woman's alcohol fueled party at Lucy's immediately after altercation. Yeah. Well, ADA Perez said the people took her out to enjoy the rest of the night. If that's what I remember reading in this. But let me get onto Twitter. Let me see, where am I at? And I want to salute Danny Does Law. She did a whole play-by-play and had a whole thing going on. So let me find the right one. Nope. All right. So she just did highlights. Let me share this with y'all, so y'all just ain't looking at my pretty face. You know what I'm talking about? Let me share this with y'all real quick. Can y'all see that? Let me do this. There we go. We'll do it like that. So, like I said, salute to Danny Does Law. Says the people. This is the people, because she's just breaking it down. Said the people stated that the relationship was 2 years long and commenced after Major sent Jabbar his phone number on the Ant-Man set. They claimed that they discussed marriage and children. Claimed that the relationship began to go sour merely months into it. The people plan to present evidence from over a year ago to try to assassinate the character of Majors. In the absence of the ability of the people to refer to her as victim, they're attempted to paint Jabbar as infantile, using phrases like she was trained, manipulated, and that Majors withheld affection. Oh, wow. Since they can't call it a victim, now they're going to make it seem like she was groomed? Wow, this is nuts. This is nuts that he was grooming her to do. Oh, this is wild. The people used the phrase manipulative pattern of abuse, to which the defense objected, and Gaffney made them approach the bench. The people stated that the text that resulted in the alleged assault was from a woman named Cleopatra with the D'Angelo song Lady assigned to it. The defense says the people objected to the defense talking about Major's upbringing, stopped the defense once Yale was mentioned, overruled. So, hey, they overruled on that. Jabbar frequently referred to herself as Mrs. Majors. What? On the morning after the incident, Jabbar called Majors 32 times and sent text messages saying things like, I guess you're with Cleopatra now. We're supposed to get married. Jabbar was found unconscious after taking blue pills and throwing up on Major's bed. She is wild. And this is nuts. Dr. William Chang, a board certified ER doctor at Bellevue Hospital will testify that the fracture to Jabbar's finger is coming from falling or hitting an object. Jabbar, oh, that's going to be a good one. I can't wait till they cross him. I want to hear this. Jabbar was found naked from the waist down, locked in Major's bedroom. He had to get a building attendant to get him in. Jabbar stated 19 times that she did not know how she sustained her injuries. The driver of the hire car referred to Jabbar as Psycho Girl. Has he? And I don't know if he testified yet. I don't, because everything's so broken up, man. Did they testify? Was Flavio? Do you know if anybody testified today? I heard that there was a dude, Shrink or something like that, testified. I think that was the driver, Shrink, something like that. I heard he testified. So those were the opening statements. Let me share this. Cause she did some good work, man. She did some real good work. So this is the other thing. Why is that? Okay. So she said the key points, 8 jurors, 6 plus 2 alternates. The foreman or the foreperson, I'm sorry, is a Hispanic woman. You got 1 Hispanic male, 2 Asian men, 1 white male, 1 black woman, 2 white women. So there are no black men on this. None, no black men. That's wow. All appear to be under 40 except for the black woman and Hispanic appearing man. So I guess this is just what happened in the morning. People requested 5 counts to be consolidated into 1 assault counts. Jabbar did testify. So okay, so Jabbar testified. Video and text evidence. There's a 33-minute compilation video that during recess the judge has to decide whether or not to admit it into evidence because the people did not give to the defense until 5 p.m. yesterday evening. Of course they didn't. The compiled surveillance video is heavily edited with many replaying, repeating images, speeding up and slowing down of certain video images and annotations. Even ADA Keely Galloway slipped and called them alterations to her charging because defense attorney says Zuckerman called her out on it. Alteration. So hey, stuff like that, you can't be doing stuff like that, man. Cannot be doing stuff like that. The people upon being questioned by the judge claimed that a layperson could do the same edits to the video on their own. The person that created the compilation video will be testifying. The people are also trying to say that what seems to be the video of Jabbar approaching the strangers, asking them they knew who Jonathan. Hold on. The people are also trying to say that what seems to be the video of Jabbar approaching the strangers, asking them if they know who Jonathan Majors is not an example of excited utterance and would define under. So she's saying she's going to let us know what the excited utterance is. The defense is allowed to admit a 46-second body cam of Jabbar with the police in a closet. Judge Gaffney will give limiting instruction to the jury about the body cam videos in question, specifically ones without audio that cannot speculate or try to read lips. There's also some text messages that the people inserted into evidence right before the recess that the judge has to decide on. Okay. And I think it's one more. Okay, she goes on to explain excited utterance because it was allowed. So let me get that up. And it's a video attached to this. And I like this video because we've seen the video, but we never saw it with audio. Or we saw like the pictures, but never audio. And it's a long video, but we're gonna watch it. Well, it ain't that long, but we're gonna watch it. So Danny says excited utterance under the federal rules of evidence is defined as a statement that concerns a startling event made by the declarant when the declarant is still under stress from the startling event. Excited utterance is an exception to the hearsay rule. So in other words, disgrace speaking to those people outside of the apartment building and telling them what happened qualifies per Judge Gaffney. Gaffney says exact words were, she is in an excited state. Per the people's objecting to the video being evidence at all and to avoid hearsay, the defense agreed to mute any parts of the video that aren't Jabari speaking. Gaffney stated that they could not have subtitles unless the jury requested them. So here's the video of that. So this video,
No way.
it's like a 5-minute video.
You want to call him? Makes you feel better. I know. Why you do? Why you the guy that's like
So we're seeing, and if,
Basically,
what's crazy is in this video, she says nothing about any kind of assault, nothing about, hey, he hit me, he beat me, or anything like that. In this video, if you listen closely, you will hear her express about her not having her purse. They're gonna be offering her money, Venmo, like this whole situation that's going on right here. This should be the smoking gun for the prosecution, but it looks so bad for Jabari because she doesn't even go. She goes to these people and all she's worried about is getting her purse, her money, and I think she said something about her phone. So they, not her phone, but her purse and her money, stuff like that, and that he she got kicked out the car or something like that. So the guys, hey, I Venmo you money, you need money, don't worry, we'll stay with you, yada yada yada. This is nuts. This is crazy.
I just have to run out of the car. I'm saying it's like a lie.
Well, what's funny is,
My boyfriend,
yeah.
we were in Can I get you a car? I don't want to leave you because we're about to get in our car. Can I help you get a car?
She's saying, I'm gonna help you get a car. I'm gonna help you get an Uber.
I know where I live. So I live in Seventh Avenue. Okay, let's get you. I just ran out of town because I started texting my mum saying, I'm so busy kissing you. And I was like, all right, fair game, girlie. Ran off.
She's moving her hand a lot. She's using her hand.
No, hold on. I'm gonna hail you a cab, and we're gonna have anything to pay with it.
She just grabbed her hand. I don't know if you saw that, but she just grabbed her hand.
You got a lot of money. I saw. I'm gonna pretend that I know.
You guys know the best story,
Scrolls through the phone, holds her heavy coat with the right hand.
I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed.
She's not right, man. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She ain't hurt, no blood. Hand ain't hurting.
I mean, my girlfriend's right there. You can see it.
Here, give me your Venmo. I'll give you
You don't need money.
Give me your Venmo, I'll give you money.
Everything I have is in fucking time.
It was $13 if I'm ever homeless in like 5 years.
They laughing about $13. He was like, I give you $13 if I ever be homeless and I need $13, I can just come back and get it from you. This is not a matter. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing, any kind of matter of we need to hustle. We need to help this lady out. She just got beat up. She's hurt. Nobody has that expression here. Nobody has that expression like, oh my God, this girl is hurt. We need to save this lady. Somebody call the police. Somebody get something because she bleeding behind her ear. Her hand is swollen or something. This lady then put her hair up in a bun, taking it down 2 to 3 times just in this video alone, using that hand. This is nuts. I don't see any, if I'm the jury, I don't see any evidence of her being hurt here. I don't. Flavio says it's the Soho video recorded only 8 minutes after altercation. The woman is fine here, no injuries. Roy said the statement is an exception to hearsay because it's a present sense impression. Present sense impression is a statement describing or explaining an event or condition after it happened. Right. Meaning, and that's why I do like that they allowed this, because you're getting the raw emotion exactly after it happened. Not, hey, let me wait, let me give, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get in a fight or when something's going on, you know what I'm saying? Your brain, whatever's going to come out is going to come out. Man, that money did this. Let me see him again. I can't believe he hit me. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? So whoop-de-whoop, things like that is going to be happening. Here, she worried about her purse. Not that her finger is broken, not that, oh, he twisted my arm behind my, you know what I'm saying? Like she worried about her purse. Getting a car to go to the apartment. It does look like Cheetah's TV footage.
We can't leave this girl. No,
We'll take her adult. We'll take her adult.
We got it. I have a card here too. Should I put it?
They trying to get a car to go to the club, y'all.
You guys, I'm so sorry. No, I simply will not.
You're fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get where you need to be.
He said you're gonna get where you need to be.
Okay, then you have to put that on him. That's his fault.
Here comes Jonathan Majors.
Yo, bro.
I know you need
He an idiot. White cap. He would have got ran down on real. I don't know what he thought he was gonna do. Oh, that came from Pam Entertainment, huh? Salute to Pam. She's been out here putting in good work too. But yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. This is wild, man. I don't give, Variety came out with an article. And I think Deadline dropped one also. But I'm not gonna read theirs. They stuff be sounding so one-sided, something, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't be. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that video and the things that transpired today. I think because I think it's still some updates coming in, things of that nature. Mr. YouTube, YouTube, look, you the one, Mr. YouTube, man. You tell me why they don't be putting out the notifications. YouTube be tripping sometimes. They be tripping sometimes, man. But I'm glad you're here. But yeah, no, the crazy thing is this shouldn't even have gotten this far. This should not have gotten this far. This should have been dropped. This should not have been pursued. This should have, if anything, this should have been investigated more. Not an arrest, investigated more. Let's see what really happened. Let's go check all get all the evidence. Let's go get statements from all the people involved and see what really went down. Not just arrest this, because what are you arresting this guy for? It seemed like every charge that you charged him with, when you first charged him, you threw it out. Strangulation. What happened to the strangulation? That's the one that's killing me. You had a strangulation charge on this man. Couldn't prove it, could you? Because there was no strangulation. There was no I would bring, if I'm the defense, I'm bringing all of that up. Why every charge that you tried to put on my man's, you had to renege on it. You had to pull it. You had to pull it. I'm bringing all of that up. I think they're letting the defense talk about her being arrested, the iCard situation. Judge Gaffney has ruled that both Jabbar's arrest under the so-called iCard summons and the detective's reasoning for pursuing a case against Major's accuser are fair game for the lawyers and the jury. So Priya Chaudhry can let the jury know what happened with the iCard situation and her being arrested and why she was not prosecuted or charged, I should say, after the arrest. You know, so let me see. It says during jury screening, Chaudhry reminded the pool of 39 potential jurors that her client is under no obligation to testify. She then asked if anyone would hold it against Majors if he chose not to, and if he does, whether anyone would be inclined to disbelieve him just because he's an actor. And no hands went up. So she's working the jury. You know, she's making sure she works the jury the correct way, because that's what you're supposed to do. You still got to put your performance on in court. You know, so but y'all let me know, is that assault? If somebody goes to grab something out your hand, slap it out your hand, whatever, let's say they grab your hand to rip the phone out, could that be looked at as assault? I just want to know, if am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Did they initiate the assault? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see what the definition of assault is. Legal definition. I just want to know. It says legal definition of assault. An assault is an intentional, unlawful threat by word or act to do violence to the person of another, coupled with an apparent ability to do so, and doing some act which creates a well-founded fear in such other person that such violence is imminent. 3 elements of assault are: defendant acts. The defendant intends to cause the victim to apprehend imminent, harmful, or offensive contact by the defendant. The defendant's act causes the victim to reasonably apprehend such a contact. So to me, that's assault, right? Roy says yes. Yeah, to me, that's you reach in to try to grab my, I don't, you know what I'm saying? You now, especially in disagreements with what you saw on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't reaching for the phone to, hey, let me hold your phone. Can I see it to make a phone call? You're trying to grab it from me. You're trying to rip it out of my hand. To me, that's assault. You know? Assault is generally defined as an intentional act that puts another person in a reasonable, apprehensive, or imminent, harmful, or offensive. See, I like that word, offensive contact. Offensive contact. Why are you touching me trying to grab my phone? I just don't see the case here that the prosecution has. This, and I'm just basing it off of opening statements and things of that nature. I don't see a case that the prosecution has. Now, once all the evidence gets laid out, maybe, who knows? But as of right now, I don't see a case. I really don't. Let's see if anybody updated anything. Let me see. Nah, nobody updated anything yet. But yeah, y'all let me know. I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated on what's going on with this trial, man. This, they say it could last 2 weeks. This looks like it should just be over and done with. You know what I'm saying? Roy said in New York, reckless causing physical injury to another person is assault in the 3rd degree. Okay. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I gotta hit this gym, get my, you know what I'm saying, try to get these gains in, you know what I'm saying, gotta hit this gym. And I'll be back tomorrow, man, with more updates. I want to shout out Flavio, Stizzle, Royce, everybody who's following and covering this on Twitter, on X or whatever. I want to shout out Danny Does Law, Pam Entertainment, She Dreads Me. They out here doing good work, you know, trying to get this to the people so we can. I don't know why this isn't being cut. You know what I'm saying? As much of a big deal as they made it, he getting dropped by PR firms and all this. Nobody's covering it the way that I thought it was going to be covered. That's weird to me. To me, it kind of seems like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't know. But it's just weird to me. But yeah, y'all come rock with me tomorrow, man. Blues News. And we out. I appreciate it. Yo, what's cracking, Blues House family? Hey, we come to the end of another great video. Hope you enjoyed our take on the latest in entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We'd love for you to join us. Remember, Blues House is your house. Until next time, stay tuned, stay dope. We out. Peace.